Hello, it's Ash and welcome back to my channel. Welcome into this pre-run dynamic stretch. So it's going to be a little bit more dynamic, and what I mean by that is we're going to get a little bit more movements and a little bit more flowy. We want to warm up our muscles and our tendons and our cartilage, and we want to wake our cardiovascular system up ready for our run. So we're going to make a start just by marching on the spot and starting to loosen everything up. And as I say today, it's going to be focused more on dynamically moving those joints and muscles, so a little bit more movement. And sometimes I do get comments about some of these warm-ups as in like, oh my gosh, that was quite intense, that was almost like a workout. But running is intense. Running is bounding from one leg to the other constantly, you know, you're balancing. So if we're preparing the body for the intensity to come, then that's getting the mind and body much more prepared effectively. Okay, so we're going to march on the spot a little bit high with those knees now. Let's start to wake up those hips and loosening those arms a little bit. Some exaggerated arm swings. Try and relax the shoulders if there's any tension in the shoulders. It's freezing cold in this room today, so I'm looking forward to getting my body warm and getting out on my run. A nice easy run for me today to start my week. What's your run? What have you got ahead? Okay, and we're just going to do some stepping that left foot forwards. We're just going to do some calf lunges. So we're just going to lunge forwards. Keep that left foot always nice and flat. Just wake up the knee as well. Make sure the knee feels safe. But just working into that Achilles heel area and the calf muscle. And a little bit of your balance as well. Just a few of these. And then switch sides. Let's go to the other side. Again, just keeping that right foot nice and flat. You can really push the big toe where the big toenail is and the ball of the big toe to really wake up the big toe muscle that goes up into the arch of the foot, setting your toes and your feet up for strong foundations for your run. Okay, and then we're just going to just go back to marching on the spot. This time, just going to add a little bit of an opposite elbow to opposite knee. So right elbow to left knee, and then left elbow to right knee. Again, really waking up those hips. Keep up nice and tall. Slight squeeze of your tummy muscles, so your core, your abdominal area, and a little bit of your back. Get some rotations. Again, it's an exaggerated movement pattern of running this, like a really big exaggerated movement. So if we can wake up the body in these big exaggerated movements, when we come to the smaller movements, it's nice and elastic and ready to go. Less stiff. Okay, and then we're going to go into the heels, into heel kicks into the hamstrings. So let's wake up those hamstrings, kicking those heels to the hips, stepping from one foot to the other. Again, relax the shoulders up nice and tall. Start to focus on your breathing, and again, you can just remind yourself of your purpose for running today. So for me, my purpose, for an example, my purpose is a nice easy run. I'm looking forward to moving my body in a really low intensity way, just getting out for a low intensity run. I'm going to have a little look around the scenery. I'm just going to be a little bit mindful. I'm going to take in the area, the surroundings, the weather, what it's like today. I'm going to focus on my breathing, focus on how my body's feeling and what my running form feels like, try and practice good habits in my running form. So it's a really nice easy session, and that has an overview in my whole program of, again, balancing out the intensity. So what is your purpose for running today? It might be health, it might be to improve your mental and your physical health, it might be weight loss, it might be to hit a certain goal of part of your program. Okay, we're going to go into some leg swings now. So just start to shake those legs, shake those arms, just loosen off. And then if you need to, right hand onto a wall or a cupboard or something, we'll just start to swing the leg forwards, the right leg forwards and back as you're doing this as well. So think about kicking that leg up, not too aggressively. So again, make sure you're not going really aggressive where you're going to pull something, but nice and loose. But as you're going back, also think about kicking the heel back so you wake up your glutes, your bum muscles. So it's not just like a loose, inactive swing, letting the momentum do the work. I'm really thinking about kicking that heel up. So I'm working the front of the hips, the hip flexors, and I'm thinking about kicking that heel back so I wake the back of the hips where the bum is. So there's control. Although it looks like I'm just randomly swinging it, I'm controlling it. It's going to wake up the hamstrings as well. Okay, now let's switch sides. Feel the difference between the right and the left legs. Let's go to the other side. Again, this one's a little bit tighter for me in the hamstring area. Again, control and kick it back with control. Up nice and tall. Breathe. Should be starting to feel in that leg and those muscles starting to loosen off a little bit, and the blood pumping around there. Okay, just have a little bit of a shake out, a little bit of a jog on the spot. We're going to go into those hips now, the hip adductor muscles. So again, the glute medius area, piriformis area, TFL. We're going to stand on one leg and we're going to kick that leg out nice and wide like this. Try and balance. Try not to lean the head, so keep the head over that standing foot and up nice and tall. So again, it's not throwing the leg and letting it fall back in. You up, control it back in, up. So think smooth, nice and smooth up, nice and smooth down. Breathe, smile. Might feel that on the inside of the leg as well, really working up that groin area. But we want to be feeling that on the outer part of the hip. Touch that area, make sure those muscles are working and activating. A few little steps in the middle, shake off. Let's go to the other side. And let's go again. So this left side's always weaker for me, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to push that area just near the hip, make sure that muscle should feel like a golf ball or a tennis ball is working. If it isn't, when you push it, you tell your brain, squeeze that muscle. Okay, again, control out and in. Let's do one more. Okay, again, just a little jog on the spot. I'm just going to move this mat, it moves a lot with this mat. A little jog on the spot, shaking those arms. Nice and easy. Again, just waking up your balance and your hip flexors now. We're going to stand on the left foot, really push the left big toe into the floor. We're going to pulse with the hip flexors, pulse with the knee drive. So again, a really exaggerated movement pattern, but really waking up those hips. Keep breathing. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Onto the other side. Again, right big toe into the floor. Keep breathing. So you can feel how the body is starting to prepare now. It's starting to get a lot warmer. Mind's starting to kick in a little bit. Maybe you're getting a little bit of negativity. 3, 2, 1. And let's go. Jogging on the spot. Let's get those ankles and the calves warmed up now. Again, probably, I don't want to say the most important area, but they do take 6 or 7 times our body weight to our calves. So now what we're going to do is standing calf raises. So elevate those heels as high up as you can off the floor. Push the big toenail and the ball of the big toe into the floor nice and high. Spring up and slowly back down. Spring up, slowly back down. Again, breathe. Keep your posture tall, relax your shoulders. And then we're going to take it a little bit more dynamic. Again, because running is a very dynamic, very bounding, plyometric style exercise. Our foot is on the floor for about a quarter of a second or less. So it's a lot of impact in every single step that we take. So we need to wake the body up for that. So let's just go to a little bit of a bounce on the spot. Going through the balls of the feet with a really light heel kiss. As if you're just doing a really small skipping rope. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heels in, heels out like this. Just to prepare for those slight little undulations in the surface that we might be on. The little slight missteps that we take up and down surfaces. So warming up the ankles in all different directions. And let's just go for a little bit more of a twist now through the waist. Again, warming up the hips, abdominal area. Breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, and then we're just going to go up and down the mat now. Again, a little bit more dynamic. So we're just going to kind of left and right, just switch the feet up and down the mat, forwards and backwards. So we're just kind of dancing, feet into the centre, then back out, twisting and moving with this. And think about just applying different weight distribution in your feet. So again, it's a really good way if you're road running, you're up and down a curb and pavements, and you've always got slight camber on the pavement for drainage and flooding. There's never a flat, perfect surface that we run on, so we need to prepare the ankles, the calf and the Achilles. Okay, breathing. Almost there. Okay, let's come back onto the spot, jogging on the spot, a little bit quicker. Nice and light, fast feet. So you've got that nice, light, quick cadence, which is what we want to have when we run as well. Nice and efficient. Ready to go. You should feel nice and warmed up. How are you feeling? Okay, have a big smile, because we are here, we are able-bodied, we are going out on our run, one of the main things we love to do in our life. What an amazing thing it is. So we're setting ourselves up to do something we're about to do more efficiently now, because our body's warmed up, our brain is ready for it. And then we're just going to have a little bit of shake out. We're going to try and run within the next couple of minutes, because you've got your body nice and warm now. Fantastic way to start your run. Have a great run, whatever you're doing, and I shall see you in the next video. Make sure if you can get that post-run stretching after your run. Enjoy your run, and I'll see you back here. Well done.